We all know that life is full of ups and downs. Sometimes it seems like no matter what you do, you just can't catch a break. Other times, it feels like you're on top of the world and anything is possible. But what if there was something that could help you turn your life around no matter what? What if I told you that all it took was just one habit? Welcome to our channel, where we bring you the latest and greatest in health and science. In today's video, we're going to dive into a topic that has been on many people's minds lately. You might have heard people saying things like, I wish I could just wake up early every morning, or if only I had more time to work out, or I wish I could just eat healthier. But what if instead of wishing for it, you could just do it? What if you could change your life with just one small habit? Every day you make hundreds of choices, some small, some big. But among all those choices, there's one secret that can change everything: habits. A single habit can redirect the course of your entire life. Imagine waking up with more energy, confidence, and success, all because you started just one new habit. Today, we'll explore how the tiniest habit can create the biggest transformation and how you can begin your journey to a different life, starting now. First, let's take a closer look at the power of habits. Habits are powerful because they shape who we are. They are like invisible forces that guide your thoughts, actions, and emotions without you even realizing. They make up 40% of our daily actions. That's right, 40%. And the crazy thing is that we don't even realize we're doing most of these things automatically. That's because habits run in the background. They are deeply ingrained patterns of behavior that we repeat over and over again until they become second nature. But habits aren't just mindless actions. They shape your identity over time. For example, if you consider yourself an anxious person, you're more likely to experience anxiety in your daily life. On the other hand, if you see yourself as a calm and collected person, you'll naturally exude a sense of tranquility. Our identity is essentially a collection of all of our habits. So, when we change our habits, we change our identity. And when we change our identity, we change our entire lives. Let's take a closer look at how habits form. The brain builds habits through a process called chunking. When you do something repeatedly, your brain creates a neural pathway that makes the behavior easier and automatic. This is why habits are hard to break. They are wired into your brain. But it's also why new habits, once repeated consistently, become effortless. The famous habit loop consists of 3 parts: cue, routine, and reward. The cue is a trigger that tells your brain to start the habit. The routine is the action or behavior itself. The reward is the positive feeling or benefit you get afterward. Understanding this loop gives you the power to build or change habits. Now, let's talk about why one habit can be so powerful. Habits stack on each other. One small positive habit can trigger another, creating a chain reaction of improvements. For example, drinking water first thing in the morning can lead to better focus, which then leads to improved work performance. Before you know it, your entire day transforms. So, if you start one good habit, it increases the likelihood that you'll continue with other healthy behaviors. And that's how one habit can lead to a completely different life. The real question is, what should you do? How do you choose just one habit to change your life? Well, it's simple. Start with whatever you think will make the biggest impact. Is it improving your fitness, eating healthier, or managing stress? Once you decide, commit fully. Give yourself a deadline and stick to it. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Even if you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Just get back on track as soon as you can. As you continue on your journey, you might start to notice changes beyond the habit itself. You feel more self-control, confidence, and optimism. Your identity begins to shift. Instead of thinking, I'm lazy, you start to see yourself as, I'm a hardworking individual. This change in mindset can lead to amazing opportunities and experiences that you never thought possible before. But don't just take my word for it. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named Peter who decided to change his life with one small habit. Peter was a corporate lawyer who felt burnt out and unhappy with his life. He was overworked and constantly stressed, which took a toll on his physical and mental health. Despite knowing that he needed to make a change, Peter struggled to find the motivation to take action. Then he discovered the power of habit and decided to try it out. Peter committed to starting each day with a 10-minute meditation session. At first, it was challenging to make time for meditation, but Peter was determined to stick to his new habit. As weeks went by, Peter noticed significant changes in himself. His stress levels decreased, and he found himself feeling more focused and energized throughout the day. The habit of meditating first thing in the morning became the foundation for positive changes in other areas of his life. Peter started exercising regularly, eating healthier foods, and spending more quality time with his loved ones. These new habits transformed his overall well-being and outlook on life. No longer feeling stuck or unmotivated, Peter continued building on his success and eventually left his law firm to pursue a career in wellness coaching. He realized that starting with just one habit of daily meditation had a ripple effect, leading him to discover new passions and achieve greater fulfillment. So remember, it's never too late to start. If you want to change your life, start with just one habit. With dedication and persistence, you can create a positive feedback loop that leads to lasting success. Now, I bet you're wondering how you can stay motivated and actually stick to your new habit. Well, here are a few tips to help you out. First, make sure your goals are specific and measurable. Instead of saying, "I want to be healthier," say, "I want to exercise 3 times a week for 30 minutes." Next, set realistic expectations. Don't try to change your life overnight. Start with small changes and build from there. Then find an accountability partner who can support and encourage you along the way. Finally, celebrate your successes, no matter how small they seem. Positive reinforcement will keep you motivated and on track to achieving your goals. It's also important to understand that you might face setbacks along the way. That's normal, and it shouldn't discourage you from trying again. Just keep going, and don't give up on yourself. You might even be surprised by what you're capable of achieving. Starting a new habit isn't always easy. We face resistance, procrastination, and self-doubt. The trick is to start so small that it feels almost effortless. Want to start exercising? Begin with just 1 push-up a day. Want to read more? Commit to reading 1 paragraph. Starting tiny removes overwhelm and builds confidence. Another powerful strategy is habit stacking. Link your new habit to an existing habit. For example, after brushing your teeth, do 1 minute of stretching. Your brain associates the new behavior with something you already do, making it easier to remember. Environment matters too. Shape your surroundings to support your new habits. If you want to eat healthier, put fruits on the counter and hide junk food. If you want to write daily, keep your notebook or computer visible and ready. The environment either supports or sabotages your habits. Tracking your progress is a game changer. Use a habit tracker app, a journal, or simply mark an X on a calendar each day you complete your habit. Seeing a chain of success visually motivates you to keep going. It's normal to slip up sometimes. Don't get discouraged by mistakes. What matters is getting back on track quickly. Remember, 1 missed day won't ruin your progress. Accountability boosts habit success. Tell a friend or join a community to share your goals. When others know your intentions, you're more likely to follow through. Midway through your journey, you may notice changes beyond the habit itself. You feel more self-control, confidence, and optimism. Your identity begins to shift from "I am someone who can stick to things" to "I am a person who takes action." This shift in identity is key, because when you believe in the type of person you want to become, your habits align naturally. You no longer have to force yourself. Your habits become a part of who you are. Remember, it's never about perfection. It's about progress. Celebrate each day you make a positive choice. Over time, these small wins create an unstoppable momentum. So, here's your challenge. Pick one tiny habit you want to start today. Make it so easy that you can't say no. Do it daily, without fail, for the next 30 days. Watch how your life begins to change. You're one habit away from a different life. Your new story starts with one simple choice. Make that choice today. And if this video inspired you, please like and subscribe. Share in the comments the one habit you are starting today. I'd love to hear. Thanks for watching, and remember, every big change begins with one small step.